Bitcoin cheap at 20K as BTC price to wallet ratio mimics 2013. We're going to check out this article by Cointelegraph, as well as another article called The Biblical Pattern Adam and Eve. I think it's important that we learn how to identify these patterns. That's why at the end of the video, we'll do our own price prediction and technical analysis. Welcome back. Moneybags Rico here, bring you financial awareness to a crypto space that is changing on the hour, every hour. With that being said, out the way, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. We got Bitcoin has not been this good value since it cost $1,130. One analyst argues as the BTC offers a quote compelling risk to reward ratio unquote. None of this is financial advice, but in other words, Bitcoin is cheap. Okay, so that's what Timmer is saying. We're going to go over a couple of quotes that he has. The Bitcoin price network ratio is not the only encouraging sign when it comes to Bitcoin growth, despite the current bear market. I think it's important that we go over this. Timmer added that Bitcoin's adoption still reflects the rise of the internet. That's huge right there. And that the Bitcoin network appears to be, quote, intact, unquote. When it comes to its growth cycle, Bitcoin's still growing no matter what. If Bitcoin is cheap, then perhaps Ethereum's even cheaper. If you guys want to see some videos on Ethereum, leave some comments down below. You know, none of this is financial advice, but we can go over the prices and practice to learn these patterns that we continue to see. So at 20K BTC, if you believe that the downside risk is 10K and the upside potential is 250K, then at these prices, there is a 0.5x downside and a 12.5x upside. This is a 25-to-1 reward risk profile. That's what Timmer's talking about right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out as well. I think this pattern is important to be able to identify. This biblical Bitcoin pattern suggests Bitcoin's price can rise by 30% by October. So let's take a look at this pattern really quick. So it's called the Adam and Eve. We see this line of resistance. So we have this triangle right here and this swooping right here. So this little swoop right there, right? Almost like a cup and handle. So let's check this out. This is on the 4-hour chart. You know, you guys let me know if you guys can see this, but it's basically right here. So let's go ahead and right here. And we'll go ahead and add it up. Another one right here to there. And then we'll use our brush. And we see that right there. And that's just something to pay attention to because we see this pattern. It's not going to be picture perfect, but we see it in this area right here. It's, like I said, not perfect. We got a long pullback. If we put the support line right here, it's not going to be picture perfect, but if we look back, we had trouble when we did this last move last time. So we got some type of pullback with this sweep. Again, it's not picture perfect, but look at how when we are pinching towards the 99 moving average and the 200 EMA as well. So we're having that scenario play out again. In the last video for BTC, I put the support right here at 20,799. We see that we got the SAR with dots on the top pushing the price so downward right now. So it looks like we could be heading that way. But it's interesting when we get to this, you know, this golden cross area basically where it has an opportunity to either break up to the upside or break to the downside. So that's why I want everybody to be very careful because other things that we want to keep in mind when we see the price squeezing like this, and although we want it to break out, of course, we need to look at the MFI. We can see that we're already overbought. And that's why, you know, in the last video, before we had the dots even on top, I suspected that we were most likely going to be going, you know, which is healthy to come up and now make a support above this because this prior was a resistance. So it's good to have this. If we go down to the hour chart, we can see Bitcoin is acting, you know, a little bit more bullish today. So we can see down on the hour chart where this is still playing out. We had that pullback right here and, you know, the price is consolidating. So that's good right there. On the hour chart, we look very, very good. But I think it's important to keep an eye on it on this 4-hour chart and see what happens. I would like to see the dots to flip back over. So, you know, Bitcoin can say, okay, we're above this support level now. We're going to be holding and we're going to try to bust through this. But most likely, it's healthy for us to consolidate while this MFI can come back down to around right here, you know, this around 61.8 average. And then if we can keep consolidating and stay above this support, that's a healthy area to be in to try to push and break through. Because if we can push through this 200 moving average, we're already above the 99. If we look in the past, when we do that, that's when we have a breakout. Okay, look at when last time that happened. Whenever we cross that 200 moving average, we have a breakout to the top side. So this was from about right when we crossed about 39,000, went all the way up to 48,000. So that's, you know, anytime we cross that 200 moving average, we can see the price breaks out. But also in that area, we noticed when it did that, the MFI was oversold. You know, so that's something that we want to keep in mind. When it moved over to right, we had space to grow to the top. So we're going to need to see that again. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you guys got the bell notification on. Keep coming back and experiencing the abundance of money. Until next time, later.